What shall I tell my children who are black, or what it means to be a captive in their dark skin? What shall I tell my dear one, fruit of my womb, of how beautiful they are, when everywhere they turn, they are faced with the abhorrence of everything that is black? Hey loves, welcome to my channel and welcome back. And a hearty thank you to those who have been tuned in over here for a minute. If you have not subscribed, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. On this channel, we focus on healing and learning to live life to the fullest, one day at a time. We also cover a variety of topics such as self-care, DIY, mental health, and more. However, I wanted to try something new for my channel, and it's just in time for Women's History Month. As you know, March is Women's History Month, and I'm going to highlight a phenomenal woman whose name is Dr. Margaret Taylor Burroughs. When I was researching women to spotlight, I intentionally chose someone with deep ties to my city, Chicago. And as I learned more about her, I realized how familiar I already was with Dr. Burroughs' work. I had recently, without even realizing it, featured her artwork in one of my Instagram posts titled Art and Lunch. Dr. Margaret Taylor Burroughs was a prominent African-American artist, educator, and cultural historian, best known for her contributions to the Chicago art scene and her advocacy for African-American history and culture. Dr. Margaret Taylor Burroughs, born Victoria Margaret Taylor, came into this world on November 1st, 1915, in St. Rose, Louisiana. Her father worked as a farmer and railroad warehouse laborer, while her mother was a domestic worker, handling housekeeping, cooking, and childcare, I suppose. The family moved to Chicago in 1920 when Dr. Burroughs was just 5 years old. She attended Inglewood High School and later Inglewood Technical Prep Academy. For college, she attended my alma mater, Chicago State University, and the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. According to the Johnson Collection, Dr. Burroughs moved in artistic circles that included emerging African luminaries like one of my favorite poets, Langston Hughes, and Gwendolyn Brooks, who was also her high school classmate, sculptor Augusta Savage, and painter Elzire Corter. I hope I didn't butcher his name. Dr. Burroughs made significant contributions in the visual arts, writing, and education. She taught at DuSable High School on Chicago's South Side from 1946 to 1969, and from 1969 to 1979, she was a professor of humanities at Kennedy King College, a community college in Chicago. She also taught African American art and culture at Elmhurst College in 1968. In 1985, she was appointed as the Chicago Park District Commissioner by Mayor Harold Washington, a role she held until 2010. Dr. Burroughs was married to Bernard Gross in 1939, divorced in 1947, and later to Charles Burroughs in 1949, who she was married to until 1994 when he passed away. Together, they had 2 children, a son, James Burroughs, and a daughter, Margaret Taylor. In 1961, Dr. Burroughs and her husband, Charles Burroughs, founded the Ebony Museum of Negro History, which is now known as the DuSable Museum, a place for frequent field trips, but also one of the oldest dedicated institutions for African American history and culture. Her passion for education and preserving African American heritage extended beyond her museum work. Dr. Burroughs was also a celebrated visual artist known for her linocuts, drawings, and paintings that often depicted African American life and history. As a teacher, she encouraged students to embrace their cultural identities and histories through art and storytelling. In addition to her visual art, Dr. Burroughs had a strong literary presence. She wrote poetry, essays, and children's literature that celebrated African American figures, history, and culture. Some of her notable works include What Shall I Tell My Children Who Are Black, which I first read when I started the video, For Malcolm, Poems on the Life and Death of Malcolm X, and Africa, My Africa. Her artwork, including pieces like Hopscotch and Black Venus, was mainly composed using linocut, a printmaking technique where a design is carved into a block of linoleum, inked, and then pressed onto paper to create a print. Although Dr. Burroughs passed away on November 21st, 2010, her legacy continues to live on. She received numerous accolades, including the President's Humanitarian Award in 1975, the Women's Caucus for Arts Lifetime Achievement Award in 1988, the Paul Robeson Award in 1989, and the Art Institute of Chicago's Legends and Legacy Award in 2010. As we celebrate Women's History Month, let's honor the incredible legacy of Dr. Margaret Taylor Burroughs. Her impact on African American history and culture continues to inspire, and I'm grateful to share her story with you. Happy Women's History Month to all. I'd love to know what you think about Dr. Burroughs' legacy. If you'd like me to do more videos like this or have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Tanika Nakia, and I'm out.